Are you considering embarking on a journey through Southeast Asia? That's fantastic, because I have some fantastic tips to help you make the most of your trip. We'll cover how much you'll need to spend, the best paths to take, places to stay, the top foods and drinks to try, and all the cool stuff you can do. Let's make your Southeast Asia adventure unforgettable. If you've never traveled much before, Southeast Asia is a fantastic place to start. First off, it's friendly on the wallet and way easier to manage than other countries. And one of the best things about Southeast Asia is how easy it is to get around, especially if you speak English. You'll find that in most places, someone can help you out, whether you're trying to order some delicious street food or figuring out how to get to your next destination. So hit that subscribe button and let's get you prepped with all the tips and info you need to make your trip amazing. Duration. Deciding how long you're going to spend traveling through Southeast Asia really boils down to what you're into, how fast you move, and how much cash you've got. If you've got a month, you can check out the big stuff like cool cities, gorgeous beaches, and even picking up a few words in a new language. But there's a lot more to see if you're up for it. If you stick around for 3 months, things will start to change. You'll find yourself grabbing coffee the way locals do in Vietnam, stumbling upon secret beaches in the Philippines, and watching sunsets that'll knock your socks off. Thinking about 6 months? Well, you'll have the chance to do some volunteering, teach English, learn how to cook local dishes, and then show off your new skills back home. You're not just passing through, you're becoming a part of the place. And if you go for even longer, like a year, that's when you really get into the swing of things. You'll get to enjoy festivals, make friends that'll last a lifetime, and really get a feel for the kindness of the people there. So really, the choice is yours. Routes and places to visit. And let's say you've decided how long you're gonna stay. Now let's talk about why Southeast Asia is such a hit with travelers, maybe even you. It's all about saving money, feeling safe, and getting around easily. I've got some cool travel ideas for you. Starting with Thailand. You know, Bangkok throws you right into the mix with its lively streets and markets. It's a cool blend of old and new. Then hit up Chiang Mai. It's cooler, more relaxed, perfect for hanging out with other travelers, cooking up some local food, or just taking in some stunning temples at your own pace. Next up, Cambodia, home to the breathtaking Angkor Wat. Waking up early for that sunrise is a must-do. Cities like Phnom Penh let you dive deep into the country's rich history. Vietnam is a roller coaster of experiences. Hanoi's Old Quarter is buzzing, while Halong Bay is the spot to chill. The country stretches out, offering endless adventures. Don't miss out on cruising the Mekong Delta or walking through Hoi An's lantern-lit streets. It's like stepping into another world. Then you've got the Philippines, with over 7,000 islands to explore. Whether it's swimming with whale sharks in Cebu, seeing the chocolate hills in Bohol, or chilling in Palawan, the Philippines is all about adventure, diving, and just soaking it all in. And Indonesia? It's actually a wild mix. Bali is famous for its rice terraces and surfing. But there's more, like meeting Komodo dragons or feeling the spiritual vibe in Yogyakarta. Imagine climbing a volcano in the morning and snorkeling with sea life after. And don't forget about Singapore and Kuala Lumpur. They show you what city life in Southeast Asia is all about. Singapore is a buzzing garden city, and Kuala Lumpur has those iconic Petronas towers, amazing old buildings, the best street food, and green spots to relax. So that's a bit of what makes Southeast Asia such a draw for travelers. It's all about new experiences, meeting people, and making memories that stick. Why not give it a go? Accommodation and transportation. Alright, so I know you're probably wondering where you're gonna crash after a day full of fun and how you're gonna get from one cool place to another. Figuring out your stay and travel plans is actually part of the adventure. In Southeast Asia, you've got tons of choices for places to stay, whatever you're into. If you're on a budget or looking to meet new people, hostels are the way to go. They're great for hanging out, swapping stories, and planning your adventures with travelers from all over. But there's more. Staying in guest houses run by locals is awesome because they give you a real taste of the place. They'll feed you amazing food and let you in on the best spots that aren't in the guidebooks. But if you prefer your own space, hotels can be surprisingly affordable and they're nice too. Or try Airbnb for something different, like a traditional house by the rice fields, a beach hut, or a cool apartment in the city. Now, getting around is part of the fun too, and Southeast Asia has all kinds of travel options. You can take local buses and see life outside the cities, or trains to watch the scenery change from city to countryside. Need to go far? There are cheap flights, but sometimes taking it slow is the best. Riding a motorbike lets you explore at your own pace. Just be safe and follow the rules. Thinking about island hopping in places like Indonesia or the Philippines? It's awesome to jump on a boat and see where you end up next. But here's a little advice for you guys. Planning is great, but the best experiences often happen spontaneously. Maybe you splurge on a fancy hotel or decide to check out an island someone mentioned. It's these unplanned moments that can make your trip unforgettable. The length of your stay really shapes your experience. It's up to you if you want a quick look or a deep, meaningful experience with the places you visit. Food and budget. Now let's talk about something everybody absolutely loves to try: the food in Southeast Asia, and how you can enjoy incredible meals without having to spend a lot. Honestly, eating your way through this part of the world is as fun as checking out its cool temples and beaches. And guess what? You can do all this eating on a budget. Each country here has dishes you've just got to try. Like in Cambodia, there's fish amok, this creamy, dreamy curry served in a banana leaf that's just bursting with flavor. It's the perfect thing to eat while wandering the night markets of Siem Reap or Phnom Penh. Then in Laos, you've got lap, this spicy sour meat salad that really shows off the incredible herbs and spices they use. Over in Myanmar, there's mohinga, a super rich fish soup that's pretty much a national treasure. And in the Philippines, you can't miss lechon, this juicy roasted pork with the crispiest skin that's all about celebrating life and food, Filipino style. And of course, Thailand's street vendor pad thai. It's a whole new level of delicious and easy on your wallet too. Vietnam's pho from a local joint is also a must-try. In places like Indonesia and Malaysia, the variety of food is mind-blowing. From nasi goreng to satay, the flavors are amazing and everything is really affordable. You could eat something different for every meal and not have the same thing twice for weeks. Also, grabbing a bite at a local spot lets you see what everyday life is like for the people there, making your meal even cooler. But hey, eating out isn't the only option. If you have a kitchen where you're staying, why not cook a local dish yourself? Markets are full of fresh ingredients that are super cheap. Shopping and cooking can be a fun way to get into the local vibe, and it saves money, especially if you're traveling for a while. Now about drinks. Southeast Asia has some really unique ones you should try. In Vietnam, for example, coffee is a trend. A cup of Vietnamese coffee, especially with condensed milk, is strong and sweet, and you've gotta try it. In Laos, the coffee culture is strong, with Balavan Plateau beans offering a distinct taste. Allow coffee, often served with sweetened condensed milk. And in Thailand, the famous iced tea is super refreshing and sweet, perfect for cooling off after a day of exploring. You're going to love how friendly this place is to your wallet because everything is super affordable. I mean, you can find some incredible meals for just $1 or $5. It really depends on where you are and what you feel like eating. Going backpacking through Southeast Asia is something else really. All you need is a little planning and to be open to whatever comes your way, and you're set for making memories that'll stick with you forever. So why not start packing? Take in every moment, every flavor, and every new friend you make along the way in Southeast Asia. Now let's talk about the budget, because knowing what you might spend makes planning smoother. On average, you might find yourself spending around $30 to $50 a day. This includes your accommodation, meals, transportation, and a few activities. Of course, this can vary depending on your travel style and the countries you're visiting. Stretching your budget over a month, aim for about $900 to $1,500 to keep things comfortable without missing out on the fun. And hey, if you've got questions or there's something specific you're curious about, don't hesitate to drop a comment below. Also, don't miss out on our other videos for any travel advice, guides to different spots, and stories from our own adventures. Who knows what the next video will bring? And that's the beauty of travel, isn't it? Sometimes you just have to go with the flow.